This guy, like, someone told me he can burn more than 30 cards. But, you know, I guess that is not the setup. I guess this deck is kind of like for more of a high legend player, so... Got an Urso out Wizard Rat. I kind of felt like he has something like this. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing this? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is a new recent edition of a Triple Blood Starship DK, and at some point I actually heard about a Gnomelia being ran in some kind of like variations of this deck, and I wanted to try that out. It kind of like sounds really fun and interesting. You can actually get it from Nightmare Lord Xavius, for example, with a couple of, like, you know, extra buffs. Plus you have like an Orbital Moon out there for it to gain a Reborn, Lifesteal, Taunt, all of that good stuff, like potentially against an aggro on turn 7. It deals 2 damage to the whole board, plus a cleave damage overall, plus into your opponent's face. So as far as it is, like this deck, like this specific variation of it and archetype overall did extremely well before, and the Vampiric Blood was actually a spell that was kind of like used as an extra trigger, right? But I was thinking, like, what if we actually add an Infested Breath? I was trying to find a way for early board clears, and Infested Breath was kind of like a really good board clear before, and plus it is an extra activator for our Starship pieces, right? Without a Dirty Red, I don't really see this deck going too far, because you might be just like destroyed with all those greedy mages so far, with the Colossus, all of that good stuff, maybe some kind of like random Zarimi Priest might pop off. So as far as this right now, we have to test it out like with some kind of like new cards. So, you know, let's jump right in. Okay, against a Paladin, usually all we care about, like against the Paladin, is to find a Dirty Red before turn 8, to have Corpse Explosion till like turn 5-6 potentially, and to have some kind of like board presence, right, before all of that happens. So okay, let's see what is up. Have a Guardian Figure, have a Corpse Explosion that I will leave probably here. One second. No good. So as far as this, like, you know, it's not really that bad. Life 7 War, okay. Let's go with Guardian Figure. As it is for now, like, we kind of want to be present on the board to be able to clear off whatever minion he plays out, like whatever minions he buffs and all the good stuff. It's actually very good. Yeah, it might actually enter his hand an extra time, even though it is with a buff. We don't really care about that. The whole idea to care about here is the fact that it spoils his draws, right? We can do it in Infested, like, we can do a couple of things, right? Here, we can do Infested Breath. Infested Breath into his face, right? Because we're still destroying that guy. This way. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that for now. I kind of like the idea that I will have 3 Liches, right? On a board. To destroy some kind of like small drops on next turn. Oh, nice. The turn is already disrupted, so that is awesome, though. Divine Bloom. Well, that's no one cares about. That's no one cares about that stuff. Let's draw a couple. And debuff a little. You'll obviously have, like, you know, some extra buffs, but I'm not really concerned about that. And a white owl, okay, no problem. Later in line, well, that is a little annoying because it is an 8/8 probably right now on the board. Oh, not really. Costs 4, okay. Now it costs 3. Well, fine, right? How do we, how do we clear that off? At some point. I don't really want to clear it right away, but I guess an Arkonite Pass is still kind of fine. The idea is these guys are kind of like both have zero cares about that. We have 5 corpses right now. We need a little more. We need a little more. Maybe a Wild Pyro is good. He still has to attack with this one. Hero Power, really? Okay. Oh, that's a costly one-cost dragon, I would say. Really costly. That's a draw for 2, but, still too costly. Okay. Poison Breath is still not here, and Poison Breath is still not here. Wild Pyro. Wild Pyro. Wizard needs some corpses here, or
I'm thinking.
Or to get lucky with a Vampiric Blood, right? You can find Poison Breath here, like for example. A Poison Breath. Maybe a Vampiric Blood, like without anything, is fine. Maybe I should just like dig for answers here. Vampiric Blood, Guiding Figure, Hero Power. Not too bad. I mean, 3/1 is dead, but so not too bad. Let's go. Nightmare works as well. That is not really that bad though. Let's go. Maybe a Gnomelia with some kind of like something good. Okay, that is actually really interesting. Let's go. Gnomelia is also here. With the guiding figures, that is like, that is something cool. We might just get a board clear where we need it most. That is not too bad, okay. How much mana do we need? Well, the problem here is that I kind of want a reborn on this one, right? It's not enough. Still no Poison Breath for us. You can go with a Guardian Figure, like, and do a Gnomelia here. Get a lifesteal on it. But it will be without a reborn. Do you want a reborn here? It's a 4/1. Well, it's a full board clear with a reborn. Without a reborn, that is not, right? That is not a full board clear. Not even close. Okay. Well, okay, in such a case,
I'm thinking.
let's do it.
Like to play with fire?
Let's do a full board clear. Nailed it, bro. Let's go. Seems pretty solid so far, right? He might not even destroy Wild Pyro here. It might backfire with a Poison Breath top deck though. So 7 turn 8, okay. Ursol is here. With a full Shaladrazel combo without him actually even drawing anything. Just like, just casually and Ursol into Shaladrazel on turn 7 without doing a thing, right? Casual like this, okay. Well, Durarad is kind of useless now, right? We still don't really have a lot of board clears. And that is a huge problem. And that is a huge, huge problem. We kind of have to board clear here, because we'll face a lot of damage into our face here, just like for the sake of nothing. Hey there, Alexander, how are you doing out there? They're just like... They're in corpses. Maybe I should just like do a Kil'jaeden. A couple of board clears here. The only thing that is left like a Poison Breath and unplayable Ceaseless, right? Exodar's here. One. Not sure. Okay, let's just do this for now. Let's just do this for now. Casual Lure Soul is just like too strong.
Is there trouble?
Without us having like pretty much anything here. 0 nothing on the board. Has just enough mana to play all the 5 cards usually, but I'm not sure he wants that. I would rather like that. I guess he doesn't want like a 1/1 Corrupted Dream just to like, you know, throw away a card. Overdraws, because, you know, that is his win con. Well, here's a Poison Breath, like first one, right? So, get this in rolling. We do this. Unfortunately, we got a 6-10-0. Okay, a couple of more corpses for us, and we are almost out of options, right? 87 for Assist. Assist is kind of like unplayable. All we have is like one. Exodar doesn't help. Maybe it's Zill. Zill is fine, I guess, right? Zill is fine. He destroyed it though. We're still facing like 6 damage, right? Well, not too good. Not looking too good, I would say. That is a... Oh, okay. He didn't draw. Fine. Corrupted, okay. He just plays out as much as possible, right? As weird as it is. Well, we don't really have anything left for us. I mean, he's playing weirdly because all he needs to do is kind of like, you know, to waste as many cards as possible. Not sure why he doesn't do that. Maybe he has a Lioness and he's kind of like, you know, maybe that is the case. Okay, we have a Soulbound Spire. That is, you know, that is important, but that is not enough to kill a 4/12. So that might be a game over instantly. Right? Let's do this and let's go. We don't really like have too much of a choice. Maybe he'll just like trade. Maybe that is, you know, the case for him.
My hand is full.
We are hoping for some kind of like good top deck and for him not to have a Lionessa, but he does. Okay, is it enough? Should be. I just don't have the way to deal 14 damage to a minion. Just don't. So 7, okay. GG. So yeah. That is probably the case why he actually left that out. But he risked too much. He could just like get extra cards. He could just like spend them and get extra. But yeah, that is fine. Against the Drunk Paladin, I would say one of the key things is actually to get a Durag going on for you. To either kill a Lionessa or at least like an Ursol or at least a Lionessa, right? That is usually what you want to see, what you want to do in your matchup. Just like didn't work out this well. But that is fine. We want too many, I guess, like against a Drunk Paladin. Too many matchups like this. Gnomelia seemed reasonable, right? There seemed like an actual card that clears well, I would say. Even though we didn't like get a really good dark gift from Nightmare Lord Xavius, it's kind of like still did its work, right? And for 7 mana, like if there was probably like a better dark gift, it could clear by itself. That could be like the case, right? Against against a warlock. So those are Starship Warlocks, as far as I remember. Some empty deck stuff, something like this, right? Okay, a couple of Starship pieces are here. Let's see what is up. Tap, okay. Well, someone actually came out with something new as a warlock. I would be excited to see that. Well, that is with Eternal Yore, so that is a Starship, right? Probably. Starship, probably. We can get a dirt right out. Like, do carry well. No, I don't believe so, right? Still one. Do I want to kill it though? Yeah, I kinda do. Fine. Escape on. Interesting. Okay, kinda want to, you know, to start getting his life out. Getting his life out. Let's see what's happening out there. Now let's see what is out there. Okay, Defense Crystal probably next turn. Let's do something like this. I guess that's fine. He actually destroys this dude. But I would rather actually, like, you know, get a health out of his health auto. Kind of like an extra Infested Breath here. I wonder if, like, if I'm gonna into some kind of like Hideous Husk. Sometimes, right? Might be a really good choice. Engine of Yore. Couple of table flips for him. Consume for some weird reason. I guess he forgot I actually stole a couple of health here from him. Let's go with this. But like, what else? Like, we can do an Infested Breath. Vampiric Blood, maybe. The answer is maybe. I hate it when, like, I don't really have anything to damage this with. I hate when this happens, but let's just do this for now. There's a dirt rat for us, okay. Not too bad. It's kind of like 8 damage. It's not too much, but not too bad though. Another cover, okay. Another consume for an 8-8? No, that is weird. That is a weird choice, I would say. And what do we have here? We just need a Soulbound Spire. We just need a Soulbound Spire here. Corpse Explosion, it's kind of like a no, but not something I want.
Think a second.
We can test it out and see, right? Let's go. Oh, nice Gnomelia, though. Nice Gnomelia, though. There you go. I have like one on my own, right? I'm actually curious, like, what about a triple blood warlock? How many cards, like, can you actually get? Like, you know, take on? Well, triple blood is probably unplayable, right? For warlock, should be some. Should be like reserved for a Death Knight. I'm not sure, never tested it out though. But what about like what? What about a BBU? BBU should be reasonable. Not sure how they change it though. But I remember like Buccaneers were kind of playable by Warlock at some point, like in the previous meta. Buccaneer was playable, Dreadhouse, like something like this. Right? Buccaneers were playable, right? Again, it's like not sure so. Turn loyal, like why? For 2 damage, right? And that's it. Oh, he kind of wants an action of Yore here, right? So eternally, or just to simply have an extra engine of Yore, so that is fine. Let's do this for now. Let's join a little. Ceaseless is well, not that exciting though. In such a case, I missed a couple of damage. Right? I mean, one damage, because we could do a rat here into base, do a hero power, and do a Chillfallen after. Fortunately, we didn't like get any of the draw cards. We need a Sanguine Infestation, we need Nightmare Lord Xavius, we need like Ancient of Yore. We got like one Chillfallen, but we just like didn't get like a proper continuation for it. Infested Breath. Sometime, well, it feels like Infested Breath is just like too, you know, too ambitious, I would say. Feels like we need a little more drawn, or we're just like drawing not really well here. Kind of drawing not really well. Another Ancient of Yore. Well, we don't really have such a luxury, so I guess I understand the point. At some point, like we argued with one of the subs against around like a couple of card choices so far for triple blood. The one who actually suggested Gnomelia, tried it out. And at some point they said like in control matchups you have to have like a couple of Ancient of Yours there. Well, due to the synergy, you kind of like can trade an Ancient of Yore and get like even more card draw when you need them, like most. I guess that is like why, right? Because we have like a huge hand, and don't really like have anything to do with it. Like we have this card like to play. Gnomelia is kind of like good against an aggro, but not against anything else, and that is kind of weird. Like we can throw it away. Like, you know, again, he has 6 cards in his hand. Maybe there's some kind of like pressure that we need. They still have like they still have Wheel of Death, right? These days for Starship deck. Double table flip a sound drain soul. Oh my god, what is this card here? Adaptive amalgam for an infinite. Okay. Hold on. What are you doing though? Oh, so that is an infinite deck, right? Eternal Yore here. Oh. I was slightly misplaced. Like you wanted it, well. Okay, he wanted it dead for this to happen, okay. He wanted that for this to happen. Okay, fine.
Almost out of time.
That is fine. Like, what is this? Oh, the board clears in the world against 0 board. Against like 0 board so far.
I'm thinking.
Not sure. 14 damage. Not even close to being out zone. Not even close.
Let me think a second.
We have to. I guess we can play a Corpse Explosion here, but like why? Gnomelia just clears like everything by itself. Like it's so weird. Like a lot of the cards is just like not playable. Only an Exodar, but like for what? For like one. Cool. But for like one. Summoner, okay, prize window, fine. Okay, finally get some card draws, right?
My hand is full.
Well, minus a zone. Well, if it burned a Kil'jaeden, that would be annoying. Flavor Soul, fine. Almost out of cards. Death Rattle of a prize window, okay. Minus a Soulbound Spire, obviously. Orbital Moon, okay. Infested, okay. He burned at least something. Not that bad. Not that bad though. We can clear, as it says. And do an Ancient of Yore, for example. We need a Soulbound Spire. Like, as crazy as it sounds, we kind of need it. Can do it while Pyro into a board clear. That way, it's kind of like a little better. Plus, we spend some cards. Maybe a Corpse Explosion. Well, Corpse Explosion, I kind of want like to spend as many cards as possible. Corpse Explosion is probably like for the later. Let's do that. Let's just like spend as many cards as possible. Play an Ancient of Yore and just like feel good about ourselves here. Has a lot of draws. We just like need to make sure we, has the highest chance not to destroy a Kil'jaeden here. And a Soulbound Spire. It's like kind of like 2 cards that we need. Okay. Okay. It feels like he is messing things up, but I'm not sure why. Not sure why though.
Almost out of time.
Cause it's like, the died Z's turn. Not sure. Well, for example, this, right? Okay, here's a Kil'jaeden. Can do assist now, for example.
I have seen creation, and I will
Nightmare Lord Xavius.
destruction.
Now we finally find Soulbound Spire here. Finally that is happening for us. Let's go. Why shall we inferior? No one cares. Let's go with this guy. Hero power. And destroy the duty. Make his draws a little worse, right?
I'm out of cards.
There's a final card for us. And a Kil'jaeden in his own. I'm not sure if he has a full combo here. To kill us off. Because, as I said, like, it feels like he actually messed up a little. Because even at this point, like, he needed to play a couple of adaptive amalgams here, plus Ceaseless Expanse after. And after that, like, he had to actually do probably like an Arc Druid. Because this way he would have like a couple of Death Trials of an adaptive amalgams, and they would be shuffled like really well there, right? How many cards does he have? 2 cards only. That's about it.
8 combatants enter, and I
Only 2 cards. Okay, so he got it says for him. Okay. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Use me a coin. No problem. Another mistake. Fine. Okay, masses things up yet again. His brain lags like crazy there, right? Let's go.
creature faces a choice: serve another or die alone.
So this goes here. Ooh, Mr. Katulga, so maybe that is not bad. It's a 4-2 here, boom, boom. 4 out of here. Nah, your power is just like a little better. Your power is just like a little better. Do we care? Do we care for a draw here? Kind of want to draw. But this is a juicy coin. 11 mana. It's just probably too juicy, right? To pass out. Well, now here comes like a Hearthstone, right? With all of those like, you know, extra summoned like minions so far. Let's see. Let's see if he messes up things like it again, though. Let's see an adaptive amalgam here. Dreadhound. Still has that in your hand. Interesting. Dash out to summon a 1/1. Why is this in your hand? It's kind of like floods the board with some garbage. I'm not sure. Well, here comes it says, right? Here comes it says. And a final 2 drop, right? What's wrong, bro? What is this? I'm so confused. Like, on what is going on with him?
I'm almost out of cards.
So confusing. Let's go with an Vampiric Blood here. Doing where no one cares. Goes right in. Don't really want that. That is all I care about, like, to destroy also some amalgams for him to have, you know, the least death styles he can get from those. He just, like, has only one, because he, you know, he messed up, as far as I remember. This turn means, like, after this, and you still have it this, like, what are you doing, though? It's a battle cry, man. What are you doing? Not sure, it's getting like, weirder and weirder, like, each turn. 16 plus 20 plus 25, 41. He has 45, right? Not enough, right? Unfortunately. No. Not enough, unfortunately, so... Well, okay, let's summon, I guess. Let's summon this, this... This is fine. Oh, I could actually steal one, right? Could actually steal one. That could be better, probably. That could be a little better. Okay, here comes that S.A.F.E. We are almost dead. Almost. 16 damage from here. 7 from here. Let's see what's up. He got a death style from it, right? From a draw, from a prize vendor. But he didn't shuffle, right? He didn't shuffle in. No, just 4 random amalgams are there. Well, and 1 creator, I'm not sure. Maybe that's the one. But it's like not really that good. Kind of have like a prize vendor, but doesn't have like a really cool combo with it. That's a trash. It's like I probably had to like take away 1 card. That'll be an instant win zone. Curse campaign only. No one cares about that. Okay, let's go this one. This is fine. Couple of mana for me. What I want? Not really want that much. Have a couple of strong ones, but not like crazy strong though.
I'm almost out of cards.
Hmm.
And to Falator. And to Falator.
Okay. No one cares about that though. Can do some damage. Not sure I want that. Let's go with a corpse explosion here, I guess. Well, we can do a wild pyro plus poison breath. Do we need that mana for? Like, do we need 6 mana? Can do 7. For some damage in. But we're not really having a Gnomelia for it, right?
I'm thinking.
You can throw this out. Okay, let's throw away as many cards as possible. Let's do this, so let's get a card in. Because this has a Wind Fury and some damage though. Okay, this is kind of strong. Okay, this is strong. His board is almost like full. You just like have to ignore those guys. And deal as much damage as possible. He has like one... depends on like how many of these things he has. I'm not sure that was a good idea for him flooding the board like this. I can just like go with a Sanguine Infestation here and just like, you know, 0 cares on the wall though. Not sure like when he will actually, you know, start milling more than 30. I'm not sure that will happen at any time. You can just like summon huge ones, right? And 0 cares on the wall though. Let's just like summon a couple of huge ones and let's go face each time. And let's see where it gets us, right? It's actually the first time I play against like something like this. I'm not sure if that was the right decision, but I guess we'll find out. Like we have, you know, surprise 16 damage over here. Surprise, surprise, right? Like the cards without dash rails, so... Okay, let's go. Not too much. Let's go. He has to be careful not to milk himself, so has to like, you know, summon as much as possible. How much damage do we have? 31. 31 plus 16. 47. Well, we have a potential for lethal, I mean... Maybe we should go for it. Maybe we should go for it. Or we should just, like, you know, summon huge ones. And who cares, right? Let's summon huge ones, and who cares? Now let's see how quick he plays on. Has 10 HP here. As far as I remember, he doesn't have any kind of like board clears. All he has is like a 3-2s. Couple of 15 damage on him. This guy, like, someone told me he can burn more than 30 cards. But, you know, I guess that is not the setup. I guess this deck is kind of like for more of a high legend players. It looks cool, right? But you have to be careful about your resources. Like you have to have this board working out for you before you actually use your last resort like board clears. And you have to try to snipe out a Kil'jaeden, right? You have to start burning things like before an opponent actually draws the whole deck. He had a chance to actually destroy Kil'jaeden at some point, right? But yeah. He even destroyed one Soulbound Spire for us. Made it really hard for us. For destroyed one of our wins conditions, like almost. We could just like burn the second one, and that would be kind of like not a really strong Starship for us. The Gnomelia is cool. Poison Brass is cool. All of that is cool. Duran. I guess we need that, right? I guess we need that before. Gnomelia is cool and all. But as it turned out, like if everything has a bubble, it's not really that great. Let's go and try to find specifically a Corpse Explosion and some board presence for early game. Okay, here you go. Oh, it's a little better. That's a little better. Let's go. Infested Breath for us, nice. Some kind of like early board presence, I would say. Life 7 order, fine. Guiding figure for us instantly or not? Feels like instantly. The board presence is probably all I need. The Sphere has a metal detector zone. It's not like a common card in those decks, like. Okay. Actually, I have zero cares in the world about them. And we have a really good Starship. We just like need one more piece, hopefully, right? One more.
Reporting for duty.
Has to do hero power for a buff. Okay, that's painful. That's painful for him. Didn't play a Flicker, right? If he had another one drop, he would play it. What is out there? Sunscreen. Didn't play a Flicker here. We actually can try to go for it. But I don't really want to. Let's go. We could try to go for Duran, just like in case he has, because it felt like he doesn't have like too many minions in his hand, just like didn't have anything. He could have something like a Lynessel or a Northall, just like potential. I'm not sure. Resistance or I'm fine. Still no Flicker.
The citadel stands strong.
Because this one, Ancient of Yours, that is true. Do I go for the right here? Stacks. We still have a couple of turns, but it feels like we have to. Nice. Game is over. I guess. Like, anything can happen, so it's a high chance for it to be over, so. If you had a Shalater here, would coin Shalater with a full hand? Not sure. Okay, so it's 9 damage in the face. So there's a dream. There's a dream. Corpse Explosion, Colliers, right? Oh my god. It's true. Double resistance for one, and that's kind of like a lot of damage. What is a gun? 18 damage. Ancient of Yore is just like +5. Infested, nothing. Vampiric Blood, not too bad. It's +10 right now, right? +10 right now. Spend some corpses, 3. It's a 2 for Corpse Explosion. No, it's not really good. We cannot like play Vampiric Blood here. Do we really have to rely on the fact that he doesn't have 12 damage? Linessa kills it off, right? Just destroys, right? And we have to risk it, I guess. Just guess we have to risk that stuff. We need to clear with a corpse explosion after. Whatever he plays out. Maybe an Exodar is fine to heal. We'll see. Why would you destroy it back here? Not sure. For Linessa and billion coins or no, just like for holy glow sticks for zero reason. Or sign more to find. Okay. Okay. So we clear and we are fine here, right? So we clear and we are kind of fine here. We're 20. Linessa gives him like a potential for like win. For not much, right? Cholandrazil is probably somewhere his hand. Libram is here. Get a Linessa and Flicker, and that's nice. And the second one, okay. It's just a 9-drop. I'm not sure. Well, Pyro to win the game instantly. It didn't happen. Reborn for a Starship. Do we need that? Not really. One. Do we heal? Do we heal? It's a lot of damage, 41. $41 damage now. I guess we heal. I guess we heal and we do an Orbital Moon here. Right? It has a tone. It's like a 9-drop. We can do a taunt on a 6A. Can do an engine of Yore. Do here, Vampiric Blood. Let's just heal him. Let's just heal like this. And do something like this. Should be fine. 41, we are at like what? 38. We have a lifesteal from here, some more armor from here, plus those are like towns by themselves. Zilliax after, he'll trade almost the whole board here. The only thing he has is kind of like a Cholandrazil here. And the only thing he has is kind of like a Cholandrazil. I guess he doesn't have it, because Trigger and Death Trials this way, and risking to actually get a really nice 8-drop, like 9-drop, could be risky though. Couldn't be like a mistake though. Because he could just like do a Cholandrazil. Oh, I guess he wants to clear everything. Like clear his whole hand, go for Cholandrazil, and try to find a win condition from a Linessa plus Cholandrazil cards, right? Can do a Linessa right now. Couple of here, 4, no, not really a good turn. I guess he's waiting one more. And here comes a Zil for us, right? I guess. Sea Shane, okay. Still no S.A.F.E for us, only a Zil. But we have a full board clear now, okay, fine. That is much better.
My duty fulfilled. Like to play with fire.
Much better. And I see a Cholandrazil, bro. It's like your only win con so far. He's still waiting for like a Lynessa. Lynessa lost minion of his deck, okay. Fine. Oh, you have billion coins and only one card here. I guess Shallander's is going out, right? No, just a Divine Bro, okay. Doesn't even have like a Shallander's here. I'm not like I'm a stoned here. What is this luck for him? I guess it's it. That was his last win con as far as I remember. The last time I checked, right? Like only a Shallander's is left, but without a Lynessa it's not enough damage. So there is like really much when we got an Ursol out with a rat. I kind of felt like he has something like this. Like I felt like he didn't have like anything so far, except potentially an Ursol or Lynessa, and we went for it and just like instantly won out of it. So that was kind of like a nice decision for us, right? As I said, like against drunk paladins, this deck won too much. It feels like almost each game, like you know, overall, if you're not like doing some crazy stuff, we're kind of getting like an Ursol out with like about like 80% chance already. We might just like not find a rat, right? Not find a rat, and in such a case, he might just like get an Ursol out really early, and we might just like lose instantly because we didn't find a rat. But each time I played it, something like a Lynessa or an Ursol comes out, like usually, as I said. But as far as this, the deck is pretty sweet, pretty strong so far. Gnomelia, you know, it's kind of like a questionable card. A lot of people like said that it's kind of cool in a control matchup, but I just like don't see it. It's like, you know, it's kind of like a heavy board clear. I would rather have some kind of cycle like a Nation of Yore or Chillfallen Baron. But I guess if you see a lot of aggro against you, this card is just crazy good paired out with an Orbital Moon. So if you are kind of like seeing a Menagerie deck against you like over and over and over again, I guess your Gnomelia is fine. Maybe even like against a Demon Hunter, it might be just like some kind of like sustainability for you, because if they hire all, like have all of those quill boards going on for them, Gnomelia might just like, you know, give you what you need, which is health, and they usually have like full board overall, right? So as far as this right now, like, you know, make sure to try that out and try that deck on your own. If you are still watching till this moment right there, make sure to sub, make sure to, you know, to hit that follow button. Like, share, and comment so far, but for now, that is it for a Triple Blood Starship Death Knight.